Hi guys, my name's Adelaide and welcome to my YouTube channel, Adelaide Stitches. This is my corner of the internet where I like to talk about cross stitch. And today it is November the 10th. So it's been about a week since my last Flosstube update. I called November Plans, which is what I was going to get done this month. And I had some good progress this week, so I thought I'd come back and share what I've been working on. So I can't hold it in. We're just gonna have to go straight into it. First, I have a finish. Ta-da! I'm so excited. I'm so excited and I also can't believe it at the same time. So I have been working pretty much all week and I finished it last night, Christmas Wonderland. Look at that. Now it's finished, I can love it again and really enjoy it. But oh my gosh, there is a lot of stitching in it. It felt very stitch heavy. So last time I showed it to you, I was still up here. So I hadn't finished my ski runs, and what I did is I went and I did this big batch of houses first. And even though this is a pattern that I don't have in Pattern Keeper, just by counting like the 100 block squares, they were like over 600 stitches. I was like, oh my gosh. So I did that first, finished the ski runs, came down, did each of these houses. And yeah, that was 600 stitches again. I think these were 500. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna get this done? Keep going, keep going. And then finally, I filmed a video yesterday. It was on how I cross stitch. You think I'd remember that more easily? And I was up to here. I just had the man and the phone box and the girl and the cart to go. And that's what I worked on last night. So, oh my gosh. I cannot believe it is done, and I'm so excited that it's done in time for me to frame for Christmas. So here we are, a nice close-up. So this was the kit from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I was very lucky and my dad got it for me. Isn't it lovely? It is 32 count pearl grey even weave from Zweigart that came with the kit, and it also came with the 13 DMC colours. And if you are thinking of doing a kit from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, it not only was great, but I have every colour left over. So yeah, probably the white is my lowest, but it's a Christmas piece, that's to be expected. But yeah, I was really pleased with that. I thought, oh well, I'll put them on floss drops and put them in my DMC stash. But yeah, one last look, because we've got to soak it in, my Christmas finish. So yeah, I am just so excited and happy with it. And I think it's a really lovely design. Like, I know we don't get snow, but I think it has a really Christmassy feel. I think Santa and his reindeer in the corner. It's just such a nice scene. So yeah. That is my first piece of cross stitch to show you today. And I'm very pleased with it, which I'm sure you can tell. So this was the main project I worked on this week. That was like my focus. But I did have a bit of a palette cleanser, and I really give it credit for keeping me going, because there were points in the houses when I thought, I don't want to stitch another house. I can't do it. But what I do is my next whip that I had just started last week when I showed you is 324 Works by ABC. This is 198 by 198 stitches, so it's a square, and I'm stitching it on 36 count Antique White Zweigart linen. Now, I am doing a block a day, and I found having another project to just go to and do a little block and feel successful really helped me get that Christmas Wonderland done. So this is where I'm up to. I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I am up to date. I've just got to do today's block. I was thinking it's the 10th. There's not 10 there, but that is why. So really pleased with how that that's going, just using the called for DMC. I am doing the version that uses the 324 colors, because there is another version in the pattern that's only 36, but I wanted the whole effect. And you can see the colors are starting to change, and I think as I get across that top row, it'll look really good. At the moment, I'm halfway across the top row, so if we repeat that, it should finish about there. So I should have lots of margin too around it, which is really nice. So I do have this one in Pattern Keeper. It doesn't have the individual colors. You have a separate piece of paper with a chart for that, but it is good to know kind of where I'm at and how many stitches I'm doing. So each of these little square blocks is 25 stitches. So if I get that on a day, I go, oh, it's an easy day today. And then the bigger ones have been about 70 to 80. So really good. Nothing compared to my tiny Modernist calendar I did. I've really enjoyed this so far. So at the moment, I've done 9 days. I'm up to 324 stitches. The whole pattern has 14,751 stitches, and I am at 2.20%. So yeah, really pleased with how that's going. And yeah, I can't wait to show you. I should be across the top row, hopefully, next time you see me. So that'll be exciting to see how the colour graduates across. Okay, so the only other thing I worked on this week was my full coverage. I think I'd had one of those really intense days and I just needed a calm, relaxing break. So I got 150 stitches into Aurora Cottage. I'm sorry, I should put a picture up. Aurora Cottage by Kate Brazier. This is the PDF pattern that's available from the Gecko Ruse Patreon for this month only, so I will put a link to that. They are going to do a new PDF pattern each month, and then after that it goes into their website as their normal kits that they sell. So yeah, very excited I could get a PDF of Kate Brazier in Australia. So it is going to be 316 by 400 stitches. It is full coverage, and I am stitching it on 25 count, 1/1, because I'm doing full cross this time, not tent. So this is how it's looking. So I'm just working on the sky where that beautiful aurora is. Try and keep it still. And I am doing diagonal with parking. So I'm just working on that diagonal at the moment. So that was a really nice break too. I enjoy getting some stitches in it. I'm in a bit of a dilemma actually. Actually, I'll tell you where I'm at and then we'll talk about my dilemma. So I am now at 676 stitches. That's what that is, out of 126,400. So a way to go. I have hit the 0.5 mark though. I'm at 0.53%. So better than nothing. But no, really pleased with this. And I think this one is going to feature in my Christmas plans. Those greens and reds, for me, it just, yeah, speaks Christmas. So I'm excited about that. My dilemma is all my other full coverages. I have done tent stitch 2/1 on 25, or I do have one on 28 count. And they're really, really bumpy. Really bumpy. Well, this is so lovely and smooth. So I don't know if you can see how smooth it is. Try and persuade you. I don't know. Can you see it lies really flat? So maybe I'm a full cross convert. It does take longer, but if I like the look of it better and it is still relaxing to do, maybe that's it. The biggest kind of difference I notice when stitching with one strand is how I start it. So I love the loop start for 2 strands, but obviously I can't do that here. So I do have to start it with a pin stitch. I mean, I do the cross over my pin stitch, so I don't think you can see any of them. And then at the end, like normal, I do run it. I'll show you my back. It's a bit messy, but anyway. I do run it under the stitches, and because it's only one strand, I'm finding it's not that bulky. So I think that's another reason why it's lying quite flat. So I am happy with that. I don't know if it's the right way to do it. I watched some videos, they all had different methods, and I thought, well, I'll try this and that and see how it goes. So if you have a preferred way, let me know. But yes, that is where I'm up to with my full coverage at the moment. And I just dropped a needle, so I'm going to pick that up before I leave it and someone steps on it later and I get in trouble. Okay, got it. All right, so that was my whips. So actually my finish, my whips, and now onto plans. So I am planning to get this one out. This is the next big one I wanted finished. This is the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery's Cozy Cafe. I'll put a picture of it up. I just love it. And here is mine. So once again, I'm not far from a finish, am I? I have 2 cups and the bottom border and then the beads. So I'm not sure I can get it done in a week, but this is my next focus. I really love this and I want this up in my kitchen. I just think it's so adorable and so cute. I am stitching this on 27 count vintage country mocha Linda cloth by Zweigart. It is really lovely to stitch on. I've never stitched anything on 27 count before, but it's a great experience. This was half the fat quarter, so I have another half left, and yeah, I'll definitely be using that fabric. It's so lovely. So I guess I would focus first on the pumpkin latte and then the strawberry lemonade and try and get the cups done. So yeah, that's where I'm heading next. I don't have any of my frosted pumpkin stitchery patterns in Pattern Keeper, although a lovely commenter has given me a way to try and do that. So if I get new ones, I will be trying that. Thank you so much for letting me know. So I don't know how many stitches are in this or that I've done, but hey, it's a lot. And hopefully not that many to go. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on how I go with this one. So what else did I have to talk about in plans? So I got notes, just checking them. Okay, so where to start? I haven't put out any plans videos yet for December or for 2025. And that is because I'm waiting. Tomorrow, actually, it's all subjective. It depends when I post the video, doesn't it? So when YouTube lets me upload it. Today is the 10th of November in Australia. On the 11th, which is a Monday, the Whip Warriors group, Facebook group will be opening. Now this is usually a hidden Facebook group apparently and only opens once a year. I'm not sure how long it'll be open for, maybe a week. I'm sorry, I don't know. If I find out, I will put it in the description. But you can join it and it has all activities and challenges to do throughout the year, including a great Australian road trip. So it sounds really fun. I've never done it before. I'm hoping to plan this week and kind of have a look at what their focus is. I know a lot of it is about getting your existing whips done, which could be really good for me. But I thought I'd like to join that group, see what their challenges are, what I'm signing myself up for, and then make my plans for 2025. So that's what I'm waiting for with my plans video for that. And December, I am planning to do 25 days of Christmas. I just kind of want to see what December challenges that group has and fit them into my plans before I do a video. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Yes, kind of the only concrete thing I have about December so far is that I would like to do the Christmas calendar by Tiny Modernist. I'll put a picture of that up. And I think Ro from Ro's Crafty Corner, her and Kylie do a really lovely Flosstube. I've mentioned them before. I'll put them down below too. She wants to stitch it with me too. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. Let me know if you're interested in that one as well. So that was my first thing, the Whip Warriors group. That is run by Lisa, who is the lovely lady from Paddock Lane Designs, and I am part of their Patreon and Fabric of the Month club. But I think anyone can go and join the Facebook group if you're interested in the challenges. The only thing they asked is for you to be an active member. I think you have to be involved at least every 8 weeks, I think. But I'm sure if you go and join it when it's open, they will have a list of kind of what they would like you to do to be part of it. So, sorry, I was talking about Lisa. Lisa is doing all that, and not only running all that, she is also running a cross stitch event. So that is going to be the Australia long weekend. It is called the Great Australian Shindig. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. It is the 26th, 27th of January. That's Australia. It might be a bit later America time. It is going to have stitching rooms. It is going to have stalls, I think, with shopping. It's going to have designers. I know Mojo Stitches mentioned it on her Flosstube, so that's exciting. And Lisa also has designs at Paddock Lane Design, so she'll have hers there too, as well as others to be announced. There will be Flosstuber Q&As, and yeah, I might do a Q&A, we'll see. The timing works out, but yeah, no, it looks really fun. So it's going to be $10 Australian a ticket. Tickets aren't on sale yet, but I will keep you posted as we get more details. I just kind of wanted to let you know that that is something coming up on the horizon. If you like online cross-stitch events, then yeah, that could be a really good thing to check out. So done the cross-stitch group, done the cross-stitch event, and was that it? Two more things. Okay, memory's getting in gear for Sunday today. I saw Caterpillar Cross Stitch came up their year of stitches. I think it's been around for a while, and I think you have to join their newsletter and you get the free pattern. But I will put a picture of it up. I just thought it was so cute. And it's funny, I've seen temperature stitches around for a really long time, and they've never grabbed me, but this one did. Yeah, I thought, oh, that's fantastic. I'd love to do that. So I joined their newsletter and I got the free pattern, and I then had a bit of a laugh about the free pattern because their weather is very different to my weather. So I am in the Blue Mountains in New South Wales, Australia, and so I'll just get their weather slip so I can show you. So this is their suggestion for all the little, so for all the little crosses, that is their suggestion. So they start at 0 degrees, or they have below 0 degrees, which I laughed at because, okay, if I'm doing the highest temperature each day, probably the coldest it gets in winter is like 6 degrees. Even though I live in the Blue Mountains, I'm in the kind of lower part of it, so we do not get as cold as the top part, like Blackheath, Katoomba up there. So yeah, 6 degrees is kind of probably the coldest high temperature we'd have, and that is Celsius, so that would be about 42 degrees Fahrenheit, to give you kind of a comparison. So yes, I'd be starting it there, and I think I'd have to move them all up like 2 at least, because it stops at 31 degrees plus. And seriously, I just laughed at that. Like, you know, it would be a dream if we only got to around that. Sorry, I hope you can see that and I'm not moving it too much. It would be a dream if we got to around that. I would have to add 30 to 35. I would have to add 35 to 40. I probably would have to add 40 to 45 degrees, and maybe even 45 plus. So 45 degrees Celsius is just over 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. So, and sometimes we have a week of those temperatures. Like, I remember the week before my daughter was born, she is a January baby, we had a week of around 45 degrees and it was killer. So I'm going to have to adjust our temperature quite a bit. But it should be fun. So let me know, are you doing a temperature stitch? Is it one that, well, is it this one or another one? And kind of what your temperature range is. I thought it was normal to do the high temperature. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe you're meant to do an average or the low. But I guess when I check the weather in the morning, I always look at what the high temperature is going to be and dress for that. So maybe that's just my thinking. But yeah, so that is something else I'd like to work into my plans for next year. And the last thing I wanted to mention is the giveaway. So in my 31 days of Halloween finale, I had a giveaway. Well, I have a giveaway and it's still running. So I'm going to go through it on Friday, because I said I would give it 2 weeks. So it would go to this Thursday, which would be 15th November. Yeah, I think that's right. no, 14th. So I'd be checking it on the 15th. So you have until the 14th of November to comment in that video and follow the instructions that I talked about. If you'd like to enter that giveaway to get those Lizzie Kate patterns. So yeah, I just wanted to remind you about that if that's something that you're interested in. Hi guys, this is Adelaide from the future. As you can see, my surroundings have changed. The kids came back from the shop. My lovely husband had taken them. That's why my last video, the background was so nice and quiet. And I realised also I'd forgotten to talk about haul. So just a quick insert here to kind of let you know where I'm at. So first thing I wanted to show you is my husband went to Kmart this weekend and got this for me. So isn't it cool? Actually, it's going to go this way. And can you guess what it's for? It is for my Halloween calendar. So very excited about that. It should be about the right size. And I really like it. It's kind of like it's not a matte black. It's like got a wooden grain texture. It was $11, which is just amazing. And even though it seems quite big, it is the right size. So let's bring this up. So we get that in, kind of. Yes, so you can see it was just about the right size. So I can't wait to frame it and show it to you. So that is very, very exciting. So that was my first thing. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was, sorry, my light's going. Is that any better? Oh, I don't know. I think that's a bit better. Okay, was the HAED SAL. So Heaven and Earth Designs is having a 2025 SAL. I have watched the 2024 SAL very, very eagerly. And I only got into full coverage in January this year, so I missed out on last year's. But it is open now. You can sign up till December 13th, and there is a choice of 12 charts. So I'll put a picture of them up. It is $15 US to enter, be involved, to buy, I guess. And then you pick one of these 12 charts. Now I have joined the Facebook group that they're running the sale through. So you do that with the order number of after you've purchased the sale. And the best way actually I found to find the sale on the website is by putting in the search bar 2025, and then it's the 5th option that came up. So yes, because I know some people have had trouble finding it. Anyway, out of the 12, I am 99% sure of which one I'm doing, and this is thanks to Rho again from Rho's Crafty Corner. She messaged me, she's like, "Hey Sal, do you want to do it with me? I'm doing this one." And I'm like, oh no, I've got so many hoe coverages, but it looks so good, and I really wanted to be involved this year. So how great would it be to actually get in the right time and do next year's? So we, well, she is certain. She's bought fabric, she's bought threads, she has done the survey. She is 100% doing drinks on the beach. So I'll put a picture of that up. This is artwork by Lars Stewart. It is a crop of a much bigger piece. I was having a look, and the bigger piece is 625 by 446, while the crop we're doing is 225 by 334. Interestingly, they both have 90 colours. So I haven't filled out my survey yet, but I'm 99% sure that this is the chart I will be doing. The others look nice, but the bright colours. I love bright colours. So yeah, hopefully not too much confetti, but it looks fun. So that is something else that I have purchased and I will be buying. That is something else I have purchased and I will be doing next year. So I also have to work that into my 2025 plans. So I've had a look at my fabric. I have quite a bit of 25 count, so I will probably be doing it over 1 on that. The question is, do I do 2 over 1 tent stitch or 1 over 1 full cross? So that kind of relates to my dilemma I was talking about before. Which way am I going to go? Am I going to be a quick tent stitcher or a slow full cross? With the sale, there's also, I guess, bonuses or perks, you could call it, according to, well, two different measurements. One, how many pages you get done. If you finish it completely, you get a free HAED chart of your choice. I know that's not going to happen for me, but that's okay. Rho is going for the finish. I'll cheer her on. I, on the other hand, more likely to go for the 6 pages. So if you get the 6 pages, you then get all the other chart patterns that you could see. So I'll put the picture up, the 12 there. So you get all those charts. So, you know, that's not bad. That's not bad if you get 6 pages. I think I worked it out is about 120 stitches a day. It wasn't too bad. So we'll see. We'll see. Also, there is perks according to how many people join the sale. So I think 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people at each level. There is a an extra chart you get in January. So at the moment it's at the 1,000 level, and that is a dragon. However, the one I love is the 2,000 level, so I'm hoping it gets there. It is by Dona Gelsinger. It is a crop of her springtime hummingbirds. It's good to learn to speak. Here we go. Hummingbirds in spring, it is called. So I'll put a picture of that one in. I thought that was really pretty and really lovely. So yeah, that is my haul. So back to the main video. Bye. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the likes, subscribes and comments. It's been so lovely just chatting to you and hearing how you stitch. That was, yeah, it was really nice, the feedback on my last video. So yeah, thank you. Have a great week. Happy stitching, take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye.